Hey, what the hell's going on, you guys? It is NegativeAE, and welcome back to another episode of When They Cry. Last we left off, we had just found out that the pitcher likes to defile desserts for some reason. But here we are, and we're gonna continue, I guess. So we've sabotaged. I think he's gonna let us win now. I don't know. We'll see.
エンジェルモードで俺とヤスのデザート食い放題で妥結した。ミオ、問題ないな。
エンジェルモードにデザート食べ放題で2席了解。手配しとくよ。
どういう風に交渉したのか実に気がかりなのです。
This is gonna be interesting. I wonder if we're gonna meet we're gonna meet Best Girl.
きっとデザートの美味しい話で盛り上がったに違いないかな。
You can run it, shut up. At that, the game started again. I entered the batter's box as a pinch hitter in place of Mion, but all the pieces were already in place. Straight pitch whipped by me like a bullet, true to its name. Camera people raised their voices in wonder and clicked their shutters. A sharp pitch, as always. He's really going places this summer, isn't he? That golf club pinch hitter is standing up straight, too. But doesn't Kamida-kun look a little strange? Like he's got a cold sweat. How do you notice that from the stands? I patted my shoulders with my bat and sneered at him in a relaxed voice.
この程度の球じゃ笑っちゃってバットを振る気にもならないぜ。おのれ。
The next pitch, with the same incredible speed as before, it curved sharply, and should have thrown off the batter's skill. But Keiichi didn't move at all. He just watched coolly.
直球投手に小細工は不要だよ、亀田君。こんなカーブに引っかかってくれるのかい？ この辺りのバッターは
Both the reporters and all the people watching noticed something was strange here. Was Oshima's Kamida, the pitcher who conquered Koshien, losing the mental battle? The next straight pitch had incredible speed again, but it went a little wild. It was a ball. I snorted, not even bothering to get ready for it.
どうした亀田君、そんなにど真ん中が怖いのかい？まさか天下の亀田君がフォアボールなんてことはないだろうな。くそー。
The abnormal, unexpected situation spread confusion throughout the reporters. What is he? Who is this Keiichi Maebara?
この剛速球を前にしてここまでの余裕とは。叶わないと見て空威張りをしてるだけさ。あんな不真面目そうな男にあの亀田が打たれるはずはない。いや、私ははったりと超一流は同じく超一流。あの亀田は紛れもなくならばこそあの謎の男の進化を見抜ける。
A really business person looking guy took off his sunglasses and gazed upon Keiichi.
まさか 本当に
Idiot pinch hitter who came in cheering them on with a golf club was actually a genius.
きっと本人はもう野球に魅力を失いゴルフへの転向を希望しているのだろう。天才スラッガーゴルフ界へ移籍か。
What a tremendous loss for baseball. Stop the presses. We're hanging up our sports columns. What the fuck?
ボール。これでフルカウントだぞ。
The successive production was, of course, all being dramatized by Satoka. The big shots constantly had their eyes on Kamida-kun. If he were to lose easily, they knew the match would have been fixed. Perhaps she wanted this little play of ours to create a mood where it wouldn't be strange for Kamida-kun to lose, but...
さとこ、これどう見てもやりすぎだ。
頑張れでございまして。明日の休会はいただきですわ。
Today this game, tomorrow all of baseball. I don't want any scouts actually coming for me. I'm terrified of what would happen when the jig is up. Wait, I can't be making nervous faces right now. Kameda-kun hung his head in feigned dejection.
これでバッチリ筋書き通りですよ。
ああ、でかしたぞ亀田君。この調子で次のバッターも頼むぞ。こんな試合とっとと終わらせて。
早く食べ放題に行きましょうよ。
Kameda-kun and I exchanged evil smiles. For some reason, there were a lot of camera flashes right then. It seemed like our journalist friends took it as two worthy rivals smiling to acknowledge each other's strength. As I trotted over to first base, the camera flashes continued almost to the point where they were annoying. Then when I got to first base, one of the reporters came over for an interview on first base.
前原君、この亀田君との決着は甲子園でつけるつもりですか?
Ugh, things seemed like they were about to get too big for me. Maybe I should just be honest and confess that I'm not really into baseball.
甲子園？俺は日本球界なんて初めから興味ないんだ。悪いな。
He's gonna be like, oh, so you're into Western baseball? Yeah, there it is. This man, right from the start, he was always aiming for the world. He might become Japan's first ever big leaguer. What? The conversation was getting fantastically out of hand. Oh, I don't care anymore. Let's strike a guts pose for the cameras in desperation.
よっしゃ、作戦通りケイちゃんが出塁したね。
次はどうするんだろう。どうするんだろう。さあ、でっかいホームランでサヨナラ勝ちですわよ。
Took a step up to play moving the bat around. Reporters just couldn't hold back their laughter because maybe they had just seen his battle with me. Ibara-kun finally got on base, but now it's all over. I see, so this is why Kameda-kun intentionally walked him. He didn't even fight it. He waited for an easier opponent for the final out. That would be smart. But to avoid direct confrontation like that, we cannot make light of him. That Keiichi Maebara.
さあ、亀田さん、
バカにするな。俺を誰だと思って。ケイさん。いや、前原さんならともかく。お前ごときに遅れなど取るものか。
When this girl stepped up to bat, she had swung wildly and missed, striking out every time. This might sound rude, but however much Kameda-kun holds back, I don't think she'll be able to hit a home run. I could hear the reporters declaring there was no way a comeback could happen. Or would happen. Wait, what? Satoko, she swung wildly and missed every single time she stepped up to bat? Vroom, vroom. She swung after the sound had ended and completely mistiming it. I could hear disappointed voices coming from those rooting for Himinamizawa. It's only natural. Every single batter is struck out. Even if worse came to worse. Well then how do we have a... Okay. Yeah. Even if worse came to worse, no one would get a hit. And that's why it didn't sound strange when Kameda-kun said this.
お前ごときにチャンスだ。次の一球は下投げでのんびり投げてやる。一発くらいヒットを打ってお母ちゃんに自慢できる種にさせてやる。
Of course, all of these lines were part of the plot too. From out of the corner of his eye, Kameda-kun gives me a look. Is that all right?
ああ、いい感じだぞ。実にさりげない。亀田、お主も演技派よの。
いえいえ、計算ほどではとてもとても。でへへへへ。
What the fuck is going on? Even that exchange was seen as heated and enthusiastic by the reporters.
でも計算、いくら手を抜いて投げても、この子本当に打てるんですか？
いいからお前は決められた通りに投げろ。俺にはなんとなく分かってる。
Our exchange over, Kameda-kun moves from set position into a pitching stance.
手影の球を投げなさいな。大ホームランにして差し上げますわ。
She was struck out every time she was at bat. When I heard that, my vague ideas became firm beliefs. And out of Kameda-kun's hand comes a low, lazy pitch as if they were playing catch. Normal people would probably be able to hit it, but for Satoko, who had been striking out the whole time. Just when the people started to think that way, the members of our club had already realized that Satoko's trap had begun. It was true. Striking out consistently today, or constantly today, had been laying the groundwork for this moment, an act, all to make it feel like Kameda-kun letting off the gas wasn't strange at all, which meant in other words that Satoko. Whoa, she got it! Look at it go!
走る必要もありませんわね。
Did she just like hustle this whole game? She was just like, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna lose on purpose. I feel like if you didn't hustle, you would get more points. Unless you just wanted to make a show out of it, you know? And then, roars of applause. Despite this being what we'd anticipated, I can't help but stare in mute amazement at the gorgeous home run. Satoko strutted over to first base.
ほらほら、何をしてます。二塁は向こうでござい。
さとこお前野球得意なんだろ。
Satoko grinned, showing her fang-like canines in reply. Come to think of it, she played baseball a lot with Tomita-kun and others during lunch, didn't she? The fact that they always invited her to play meant that she was by no means bad at it.
すべてをしかも亀田くんが登場するったくつくづく最後の最後に
いつも言ってましたよ。罠は一つ。それも最後の最後で本当にさりげないくらいで十分なんでしたよ。
Damn it, that sounded kind of cool. Basically, she was just bragging about hitting the ball. But when Satoko did it, it looked so cool. We crossed home plate in order, me, then Satoko, and completed our walk-off home run. Our teammates welcomed us back with their blessings. Ibara-san, that was amazing. That was amazing, totally cool. I never thought it would happen. Tomita-kun and Akumura-kun plays me.
どうだ見たかよ富田くん見事ひっくり返してやったぜ。
レナもかっこよかったと。
なんのこんなの軽い仕事だぜ。
I briskly clapped my hand against Rena's outstretched palm.
さとこもあっぱれ。最後は豪快に決めてくれたね。
私を誰だと。
Man, I can't underestimate her. Yeah, but she lost the whole game. She could have been scoring shits.
せいちゃんも見事だったよ。
She could have been doing that.
よくあの亀田を口説き落とせたね。
Winning Kameda over like that.
口先の魔術師なのです。
He's a magician of duplicity.
リカちゃんそれ褒め言葉じゃないと思うな。
しかし圭一さんでなくてはできない荒技ですわね。私にはとても真似できません。ぜひ今度私にもご教示いただきたいです。
あんな荒技をさとこがこなしたらくれぐれも真似はしないでくれよな。
After declaring the match over, the umpire came to us.
いやまさか驚きましたよ。
さとこなら打てるって言ったでしょ。全然信じてくれないんだからな。
The umpire scratched his head apologetically and apologized to Satoko, smiling dryly.
それに圭一くんだってすごかったでしょ。圭一くんってここ一番で本当に頼り。
いやゴルフクラブで乱入してきた時はあの亀田くんとの行き詰まる攻防は手に汗を握りましたよ。
Right, that breathtaking farce. I quirked a wry smile. Not even the Buddha would have realized that while everyone thought this was a fair match, Kameda-kun and I were thinking about our evil dessert-violating ways.
さて監督、約束ちゃんと覚えてる。
clapped her hands. We all began to dance with joy. Tomita-kun and our other teammates were jumping up and down too.
なんだバーベキュー大会。おいおい、一体どういう話になってるんだ？
今日の試合に勝てたら高級お肉いっぱいのバーベキュー大会。亀田さんの登場で一時は危うかったですが、圭一さんの活躍で見事獲得できましたのよ。
I see, so that's what this was about. It was certainly not a game we could have lost.
入江は大散罪でかわいそなのです。
参ったな。でも約束ですからね。
私たちは食うときは情け容赦なく食うからね。何しろ育ち盛りだし。
Sounds like a sounds like a jerk thing to say. I don't know if that's
いい
a
かいみんな。
laughing situation.
明日は徹底的に食いまくるよ。
All of the members of the Hinamizawa fighters raised their fists high in the air and cheered. Rika-chan was petting the head of the umpire, who was smiling painfully at the off-kilter remarks. He gave her his head, and it looked like he was about to cry. It looked like the price of victory would be pretty big.
でも仕方ないね。お肉とかを買いにお買い物。
監督、約束通り野菜ばっかり買って安上がりにしたら許さないからね。
The umpire, whom they were calling Coach, grinned dryly, crestfallen. Umpire? Coach? The uniform he was wearing had... Wait a second.
前原くんでよかったですか？お名前。
I am a little fucking suspicious.
あ、はい。
前原くんの出塁がなければありえん。ぜひ明日のバーベキューにはいらしてください。いやいや、それよりもぜひうちのチームに入りませんか？あなたとなら喧嘩を制覇できるかも。
Wait a second.
監督、まあその話は置いといて、今はお財布の心配だけをなさいませ。
Is that guy? Oh, I have theories. What? I think I'm catching it earlier than I'm supposed to catch it. Either that or they're just like...
よろしくお願いしますね。ひなみざわファイターズ監督の入江ですよ。
Firmly grasped it with my own and
前
replied.
原です。よろしく。
Coach took his other hand and began to stroke mine softly.
すべすべなお手手です。決めも細かいし、お手入れもさわさわ。
はあ？ちょっと。
当家のメイドたちにもこれくらいの肌のお手入れはするよう。お手入れの悪いメイドたちにはお仕置き
メイド？何の話をしてるんですか？
こんなすべすべな手でご奉仕。
Okay. Coach's eye was spellbound, and as his delusions floated through his very own original magical universe, he made a supremely satisfied smile. Where do I put this? Who the hell is this guy? I think I know. I think I know who he is.
面食らってる。
That's frickin' Coach. The frickin'... Remember the first one? How they were like, oh, we need to go get... Or was it the first one? It had to have been. It had to have been the first one when I got, like, attacked. And they were, like, just... Like, leave him there until, like, Coach arrives or something? Or, like, the leader dude arrives? That's Ire. That's 100% Ire. And it... And it makes sense that they would wait an episode to talk about him again because they want to pull a twist. And if you were attempting to pull a twist, you wouldn't go one right after another. You'd mention him and then leave some downtime, enough for you to forget. That was a full chapter of me just not talking about the captain at all. Now we're here. Now we're here with Coach Ire, who seems like he's pretty rich. I'm just kind of rambling here, but it seems like he's pretty rich, as far as I can tell. This is, of course, my first meeting with him. So I'm thinking that maybe has something bigger to do with the story than he might seem right now. I'm just throwing that out there, like the possibility of that guy being the leader dude, and we just didn't know about him before. And that also further cements my theory that we're going backwards. And that the start of the game is actually the end of the game, and then the beginning of the game is actually the first episode. It all depends on who dies here. Who dies in this chapter? Does anybody die? Coach didn't try to take his hands off mine until Satokum hit him with a threefold wash bucket attack, causing him to faint. That is the point. I don't know if it's a halfway or the end. But isn't that interesting? I think it's true. And I don't know if Nerd Y and Insult to Injury are with me or against me finding the ending. So they could, because I know Insult leaves comments on pretty much every video telling me like, oh, this and this and this. But he drops like subtle like, oh, nah, this isn't true. That's not happening. But at face value, I don't know if I can trust it because he knows the ending and I don't. So like, are they trying to lead me astray or are they trying to lead me towards the ending? I don't know. So now I have to think about what information I've gotten from you guys and what information I've gotten from the game. And I'm pretty sure, so far, my theory is holding up so far. When my theory gets disproven that we're going backwards, and somehow my memory gets wiped every time. Why does my memory get wiped? And like, it's the same time period, and there's like events that are happening that are kind of the same in the chapters, right? They're just slightly off, right? Like all the events that happen are just off. So why is that? I guess that's what we need to find out. Let's go into this. Let's learn more about Ire, shall we? It was a peaceful lunch break. Again, this game and its sound effects. We rushed into the hallway, and to our surprise, Coach was there with a water bucket overturned on his head. I think this is the leader, dude. Coach greets us, cool and calm.
どうしたんですか、監督。学校に来るなんて珍しい。
いや、お仕事の絡みでして。私、毎週学校には来てるんですよ。ここしばらくは何事もなかったので、すっかり油断してました。
さとこちゃんの罠は忘れた頃に来ますからね。大丈夫ですか、服。
いえいえ、ちょうど行水がしたいと思ってたところですからね。さ
すが監督、ちょっとやそっとのことでは怒らない。その辺が大人って感じだよね。
He was right. If I were Coach, I would have started running around with a bucket still on my head looking for her. His adult way of not getting mad at every little child's prank was admirable.
いいですか、前原さん。こういうのは考え方一つで腹立たしくも愉快にもなるんです。
And you know what's also interesting is if Satoshi was playing baseball and started taking up baseball stuff, Ire is the coach of the baseball team, and I bet you Satoshi wouldn't know.
要
You know?
は受け止め方一つなんですよ。
I bet you he's, oh my goodness, I bet you he's like integral to this whole story.
水バケツを丸ごと食らってそれだけクールにいられる秘訣があるならぜひご教授を願いたいです。
I can't wait to watch this episode back and be like, wow, I was either really right or
例え
really
ば
wrong.
明治から続く古式ゆかしい旧家があるとします。
うんうん。
そこには大勢の使用人としてメイドさんが雇われているとします。もちろん大きな家ですからベテランのおつぼね様と化したメイド長から新米のピチピチしたメイドさんまでがたくさんいる。ほらほら。
Excuse me? Space with dreamy maids in pink and peach adorned with frills and headbands with coach at the center began to spread out before me.
新米メイドたちはそのピチピチさと初々しさでご主人様の寵愛を一心に。
Dude, it's totally him.
先輩メイドたちには許せないのです。
Call me Detective Tuba because I am rocking this game. Like, I cannot wait to look back at this episode and see how wrong or right I was.
ことあるごとに難癖をつけ、いじめていじめていじめ抜いて。ほら、まだこんなに埃が残っていますよ。ああ、すみません。もう一度やり直し。バシャー。
Splash.
バケツを逆さにぶっかけられるメイドさん。びしょ濡れのメイドさんが泣きそうになりながらそれでもけなげに。はあ、はあ。
What the fuck is wrong with people in this game?
なんだか知んないけど楽しそう。レナもメイドさんいいな。
What the fuck is wrong with people in this game? Seriously.
ああ、もうレナまで感化されてきた。ほらケイちゃんもいつまでも監督の世界に浸っていない。
これさえなければ監督も決して悪い人じゃありませんのに。
北条聡子さん発見。聡子さん、これは何ざます。まだ埃が残ってる。お仕置きざます
にゅにゅ。
Which plucked Satoko up and started giving her a spanking? What is wrong with people in this game?
さとこちゃん。
天才的な読みでトラップを操るサトコがどうしてこの顛末までは読めないのか。
そうかな。これはさとこちゃんの望んだ結末だと思うな。
この結末をサトコが望んだ？それはどういう意味だよ。
人にこういういたずらをしたら絶対に相手は怒って追いかけてくるよね。そういうのもコミュニケーションだと思わない？
Communication. I got that word.
そんなコミュニケーションすごく嫌だぞ。普通に挨拶から入ってこんにちはってことにはならんのか。
It's just straight up communication in Japanese.
あれ？ケイチ君聞いたことない？いたずらばかりしてる人ってね、人に構ってもらいたくて仕方がない寂しがり屋さんなんだって。
Then I gave a cool smile and laughing abruptly explained.
だからさとこちゃんの罠にかかったらちゃんと怒ったり笑ったりしてさとこちゃんをそういう猫の甘え髪みたいなの可愛いと思わないかな。とここで驚いて飛びのきますわ。だからここに仕掛ければ絶対にかかりますの。
Satoko, regaling us with her trap philosophy, was improving the already brutal trap hell on the mountain. If Renner was right, and her traps are to get people to pay attention to her, then all of these traps on this mountain were basically a crystallized form of those feelings. Along with Rika-chan setting up trap after trap in the mountains, always waiting for someone to fall into them. Nobody needed to come to this mountain in the first place. Without a doubt, she and Rika-chan had spent a lot of time imagining how victims caught in their traps would react. Satoko separated her entire life from her beloved Nini, Satoshi. With her stubbornness, she never once said that she wanted him to come home. But all the traps sleeping on the mountain told me how Satoko really felt.
聞いてますのケイチさん。
あ、ごめん。なんだって？
このように木の幹に釘を一本打ち付けただけでも立派なトラップになるんですのよ。ちょうどあそこで転げてここに額を
釘の頭に人間トンカチってわけか。それは痛そうだな。
このトラップはきっと悪い悪人を懲らしめる強力なトラップになりますわよ。どんな悪党がかかるか楽しみでございますわね。
That's not comforting. I do so look forward to seeing what sort of villain gets caught by it.
そこでなんで俺をチラチラ見るんだよ。俺にこれに引っかかってほしいと思ってさすがにこれはこのトラップはちょっとやめとけ。
そうですの？まあ確かに愛がないトラップはダメでございますからね。ではその悪党もちゃんと改心したらかからないように少し釘の位置を。
Huh. Traps of love, huh? Maybe Coach was right. Just by reacting a little differently, everything changes. Come to think of it, maybe you can feel humor and warmth even when Satoko's traps catch you.
できましたよ。
I have a feeling that's not how this chapter
この絶妙な位
goes.
置でしたら完璧ですわ。いかがですケイチさん。
お完璧だな。このトラップに引っかかる悪党が現れるといいな。
現れない方がいいに決まってますわ。
It looked a little painful, but I considered coming here some time and getting caught in it. Got big suspect on that guy, although I don't know, they haven't really given him much character building. This is the first time we're seeing him, so he could just be the side character, but they added a lot of characters. They've added Chie and him, so maybe Chie is part of this or something. I can't for the life of me figure out why Chie has a model. Why Chie Sensei has a model? Maybe they just figured they were gonna have her like for a lot of the scenes, like they needed a teacher, but it still doesn't make very much sense to me. We're gonna exit and go into a little bit of the story. We got what, like 7 minutes? We can just kind of like immerse ourselves in this next chapter,
じゃあ行ってくれよ。
or next section of the chapter.
車に気を晩ご飯までには帰ってらっしゃいね。
Today was the day of the barbecue party, the Hinamizawa Fighters Victory celebration. See, why is that name familiar to me? Because that sounds like I've heard it before, and if I haven't heard it before, then I'm just imagining things, and I'm pretty sure that Irei is the manager. I'm pretty sure that Irei is the manager dude that they talked about in the first one. I'm just saying. With all the club members coming, it was pretty possible there would be a contest based on how fast or how much you could eat. And that's why there's such an emphasis on baseball. Because baseball is the sport that they all met, or some shit. And I bet you, like, straight up, I bet you, like, under the baseball field, there's, like, a dead body or some shit. Or, like, that's where they hid the first body, you know? That they killed because of the dam construction. And now they just play on the field, because that's what they do.
よっしゃ。じゃあさすおじさん朝ごはんを抜いてきたからお腹ペコペコ。
さすがだな。もちろん俺も朝食抜きで万全の体制だぜ。
二人とも朝食抜きは健康に良くないよ。レナはちゃんと食べたんだよ。
そうかそうか。レナは偉いぞ。朝食は一日の基本だもんな。
Yeah, you're great, Rena.
きっと成長途上なミオンを飛び越してナイスバデーになってグラビアを独り占めだ。
アを独り占め。ナイスバディになったらレナのとこにも白馬の王子様とか来てくれるかな。
絶対来ないと思う。ケイちゃんも責任取れないならレナにいい加減なことは吹き込まないように。この子明日から3食くらいまとめて朝食を取り出すかもしれないよ。
Yeah, I could see Rena doing that. Wait, who did this gluttonous princess think was going to come for her?
まあとにかく俺たちはさっさと行って大バーベキュー大会とシャレコマ。
Okay, so this is going to be the barbecue party chapter. The venue for said barbecue was to be the Furude Shrine Grounds where Rika lived. Oh, that sounds amazing. Great. I love that place. They held events and festivals there, and barbecues too. It was the place that held all sorts of ceremonies in Hinamizawa. Come to think of it, there was supposed to be a big village festival coming up, wasn't there? A Tanagashi or something? The scenery you could see from that high up was fairly superb, and the calm atmosphere particular to the shrines was something fairly difficult to find in the city. We left our bicycles at the bottom of the shrine steps and broke into a mad dash up the stairs. When we arrived on the shrine grounds, the Hinamizawa fighters and their father had already gathered and begun setting up for the barbecue early. Of course, Satoko and Rika-chan were there as well. When they noticed our arrival, they waved to us.
忘れずにちゃんと来ましたわね。皆さんが来なければその分お肉が多く食べられました。実に残念でございます。
甘いぜサトコ。俺たちが来た以上まさか霜降りが一口でも食べられるなんて思ってるんじゃないだろうな。以前ここで弁当を食った時を思い出せ。俺とサトコの致命的なリーチさで今回も圧倒してやる。
なんですって。そんなの絶対に許せませんわ。
泣こうがわめこうがサトコは目の前で牛肉を頬張るのを見るだけだ。安心しろ。ピーマンやナスは譲ってやるからな。
僕もサトコにかぼちゃを焼いたのをいっぱいいっぱい譲ってあげますです。
Grilled squash. I don't like anything of what they just said. I like meat. That's it. That's me. When Sadako heard the word squash, her complexion changed color. Yeah, that's me too. When she took my overwhelming reach into account, she knew it wasn't just a threat, it could actually happen.
監督に伝えとくや。サトコはかぼちゃが大好き。監督のことだから日本全国から特産のかぼちゃ。
よかったなサトコ。どのかぼちゃもよりどり緑だぞ。朝から晩までずーっと3食かぼちゃ三昧だ。
レナみんながいじめますな。
Satoko tried to leap into Rena's chest. Oh no, clearly given another second, Rena's mock punches would have piled us into the ground. So just before Satoko hit Rena, I grabbed her by the nape of her neck and pulled her back. A superb reaction with only seconds of foresight at least. It was supposed to be. But for Rena, when I caught the leaping, crying Satoko, it looked like I was keeping her to myself.
ダメだよケイチ君。これはレナのなんだよ。本持ち帰り。
レナさん、その調子でミオさんとリカもやっつけてですわよ。
ちょっとタマ。
It sounds like this is like a...
リカはどこですの？いた。レナさん、あそこでしたよ。
待っててねサトコちゃん。すぐにやっつけちゃうよ。
Just wait, Satoko-chan, I'll take care of
そ
her
し
right
た
away.
らすぐにお持ち帰り。サトコがひどいのです。リカちゃんもかい。お持ち帰り。リカ、ざまないでございましてよ。
Satoko laughed in a shrill voice at Rika-chan and Rena's unproductive game of tag while we watched them sprawled out on the ground.
大丈夫ですか園崎さんも。
The coach came over and lent us a hand.
まあ私たちのいつものコミュニケーションですから。
Hey manager, what's going
ど
on?
うぞお気遣いなく。
いつも顔面にあざが残るようなコミュニケーションはもう嫌だぞ。
You never learn, do you? Laughed the coach loudly. Made us laugh too. Satoka's laughter, Rika-chan's yelling, and Rena's strange voice were kind of comfortable to hear. Are we at halfway? Okay. I thought the halfway point was happening already. I was like, what the shit? The adults knew what they were doing, so the barbecue was ready in short order. I think this is a good stopping point. We kind of like faded out to the sky and faded back in, so that means we're gonna start something here. We are at 40 minutes, so that's kind of right on track. A little bit shorter than the hour-long episodes that I normally do, but that's okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button. What are your thoughts on me assuming that Irei is the manager? I feel like he's the manager. I feel like that was the guy that we were talking about in the first episode when they were like, wait for the manager to come by. It only seems right. And they were like, shit, we need a character model for the guy that's gonna manage everything, right? Again, and we don't know the ending of this third one. I think, okay. So we know the ending of the first one. We know the ending of the second one. As soon as we learn the ending of this one, everything is going to become really clear. I'm pretty sure. I mean, if not clear, it's going to become a lot more apparent because I have an idea of what the story is going to be. And so far, the story has not presented anything to prove me wrong. So until I am proven wrong, that is my belief. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode of this, whenever that may be. And peace out, you guys.